It's an introduction. What you feel? Oh, yeah.
Okay, we can't sing, but anyway. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ms.B.
I'm here, HAD.
And we're back with vlog number 57. Thank you guys for returning. We're going to get right into it. The big news last week, well, coming up this weekend, was the racist email that was brought to light to the media about... No. Not that yet. We said we was going to talk about Ray Rice. Ray Rice, NFL player for the Ravens, right? Baltimore Ravens was... a video came out, video footage of him assaulting his wife. He just straight up clocked out. At the time, she was just his fiance. She ended up marrying him, a month or two later after that incident occurred.
In February.
Right. Apparently, the NFL knew about it, but they didn't see footage. They
claimed.
They claimed. They suspended him, for a couple of games? Yeah, for 2 games. Now that the full video footage, TMZ was able to get the footage. They always get the elevated footage. Now that the videos come out and the world is up in women and whoever else don't like domestic violence, everybody is in an uproar. It's making headlines. The team, the Ravens, ended up firing him. Some people felt some kind of way about it. His wife even had a letter or Instagram message or whatever that she official I guess her official opinion on it. She just felt like he shouldn't have been fired. There's a lot of people feel as though he shouldn't have been fired because if you're going to hold one athlete accountable for domestic violence to that extent, then there's other things, other wrong things that athletes have done in the past where they only get suspended for a couple of games, or they get a slap on the wrist, or they may even get a fine, a penalty charge or something like that. So a lot of people felt as though him being fired was definitely not the right move to make. What is your opinion on it?
I feel like he should have been reprimanded to the highest extent.
Which is fire, right?
We'll move towards the fire like a tournament elimination. I got people acting crazy on it. But my thing is, yes, he should be, because if you look at the footage, he hit her and he backed off like...
He knocked the act.
He just like, if you hit somebody and you don't mean to, you be like, oh man, he just drug her and drug out the elevator.
Yeah. They say he drug it out. Yeah, he drug out in the hotel, wherever they were.
And he didn't try to push the elevator and put her back up the room and put on his shoulder, because he's a big husky, he's a short husky fella. He could have put on his shoulder like she was drunk and brought her back to the room or something. He didn't show no remorse when he did it. I always like to know, being a man, nothing should transpire to make you hit a woman, but me being nosy, I want to know all of it. But I don't think...
Well, there is a backstory apparently.
What is it?
Apparently, they're saying either LaShante, who Nelly used to date prior to Miss Jackson, or Tiana Taylor may have been the cause of, the fiance checking him about text messages and things like that. They say it's a celebrity, or C-list, D-list, celebrity who may have been texting him, and then she, checking him about these text messages from other women, and that was the cause for the argument, which turned into her ultimately getting knocked out.
Him committing a crime that he should have did more time for.
Right. Yeah, we don't condone domestic violence under
not at all.
Any
circumstances. Even though
right, and I feel like my mouth gonna be flipped. Whoever get involved with me, my mouth gonna be flipped. But you better know how to control. You better know how to control yourself, buddy, cause
shut up.
Ain't no telling what.
Don't say nothing.
Ain't no telling what.
I got the 3 R's.
What's the
Me and my cousins, right hook, Ray Rice.
Y'all done made up an acronym.
You can get the 3 R's. You fucking with me, go get the 3 right hook, Ray Rice.
Whatever. Anyway.
But that's not, hey, we not condoning. He shouldn't have hit that woman.
He shouldn't have hit that
He could have did like this, chill out. You know, like, every fella know the chill out move. Go on with that shit, shoulder. Chill out.
Right.
Not just.
Right.
And watch her fall.
Bush or something.
Yeah, he watched her fall and everything.
And
like,
then dragged her
out.
By her legs, like dragged out. Her arms, her legs.
As a father.
She was knocked out.
As a father, to see my daughter hit like that and this person supposed to love her.
I wonder what her parents said.
You know they hurt.
And have her parents.
This is a hurt situation.
Because apparently this ain't the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, please. Let it be.
I don't think this the first. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this incident was the first time.
Let it be, please. Because if it ain't.
Right. And just looking at her, not knowing her, but just looking at the picture, she just looked like, I don't know. Ain't no money. Ain't no money.
She's worth a big girl.
It. Ain't no celebrity status worth you getting knocked out by no man now. Come on.
Let's really talk about the NFL play. They really ain't. Money goes fast between them.
Right, but you know, some women don't think about that. Some women just know he in the NFL and that's all that matter. And he getting a check. You know what I'm saying? He getting a 6-figure check.
Right.
That's all. I mean, you know.
Right.
They don't think about all the rest of that stuff. But anyway, apparently they've been together for a long time.
Right. They got a kid. They got a daughter.
A daughter, right. And I know, I could just imagine what she be saying at home. But anyway.
She's a baby.
Don't be out there. Y'all men, keep y'all hands to yourself. I don't care how pissed off y'all get out. You know, get at us women. Do not put your hands on a woman. So next.
3 R's.
And next, ATL Hawks owner basically got put on blast about a racist email that he put out. And recall,
That comment is.
So, thank you. At least somebody did. Anyway, a racist email came out. The owner basically 3 years ago, he sent out this email. Was it to the board members?
Yeah.
Or to the other owners? They
have 12 owners, and they was trying to debate on a new free agent 2 years ago. And Danny Ferry, which is the GM, Danny Ferry went to Duke. Danny Ferry.
Tried to email though. These two different people.
Well, but all this gonna come together. Danny Ferry, they was in the meeting. Danny Ferry said that he called Lou Dang, which is a forward that attended Duke, which is have African. He's from African descent. He had to move from his country, I want to say Congo, to a different country in Africa. Then he his family moved to Britain. And then he attended Duke University, which is smart. He's a smart young man. Anybody know you attend Duke? They have you used to have pretty smart players, which Danny Ferry attended Duke. Mm-hmm. Danny Ferry called him an African, but he's a good African. Said he's the type of African that will own a business and sell you counterfeit bags out the back door. You know, and called the guy a liar. You know, never. I'm pretty sure he knew of the guy. In the comments, he said his comments in the conference call, and that opened up an investigation. And in the investigation, the email comes out with one of the owners stated about the attendance at the Hawks game, which the Hawks game sometimes can be empty. But the reasons me and Bell say, hell, we stay here. The Hawks ain't winning.
They ain't winning.
So nobody's coming to see a loser. Especially in the ATL.
Right, especially in the ATL. I mean, you know, when you have a losing team, why would not, you know, not making it, well, I guess it is a black and white thing because it's a racist email, but white people ain't really going to spend their money on season tickets and things like that, right. You know what I mean, to come see a losing team. If we start winning games, then maybe you'll see more of them travel from the suburbs and come out to the games. Until then, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but for him to just kind of put it all on the black performers at halftime,
fearing the
black music, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing to do with it.
And all that type of stuff. That ain't got
nothing to do with it.
I'm not saying that has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It may have partially have something to do with it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, The bottom line is when the Hawks start winning,
they'll start getting a crowd.
You'll start getting a larger, diverse crowd.
And when the leadership at top make the right decision, just like an ex-NBA player stated, reason nobody want to come here is because the people up top, not just because they're losing. Right. Because, hey, if you gonna throw the bank at them, they gonna take it. Right. It's some up top that Hawks ain't had a star player since, what we gonna say, Dominique?
Yeah. They ain't trying to spend their money.
Right. You can't catch a star player for some reason. It's in the ownership. It's not the blacks.
And it's apparent now it's in the ownership. Right. Of all these races. They feel some type of way about the black players.
Right.
And they probably like, shit, I ain't paying no black player that much money. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel.
Right.
But you know what? I ain't surprised because we in the Bible Belt.
Mm-hmm.
And we are definitely in a state where there is the good old boy system, and it's practiced every single day in every corporation in Atlanta and in the state of Georgia.
Right.
So, hey, I ain't surprised.
Right.
I ain't surprised.
Let's go a little deeper. Atlanta once had a hockey team. They moved the hockey team from down Phillips Arena up to Gwinnett, and it still failed. So us playing black and white, you move them to the white, and it still fails. So don't blame just on the black.
Right.
It's just a time.
You blaming the hockey team failure on the whites and the Hispanics.
Right.
I mean, really, come on now. But y'all need to get it together, Hawks, because you know the city as a whole, for as thriving as the city is, and how everybody is coming here, and you got the film industry here now, things like that. We need to have some winning teams, man.
Right.
We got to have some winning teams, so y'all need to get it together. All right, moving on to the next topic. Love and Hip Hop ATL reunion part 3 came on Monday night. Everybody want to point the finger at Jocelyn and Stevie J. The most hilarious part from Monday night was definitely Jocelyn. Jocelyn, you know, when she was like elegant, she couldn't say elegant. She was like, they look more thrifty than anything, man. I bust out laughing when she said that because it was true. It was definitely true. And I don't know, they kept talking about therapy, her attending therapy. So to me, it just seemed like a setup for a spinoff show in some form. You know what I mean? Maybe they appear on couples therapy or something like that. They're doing something else. It's guaranteed. You can see it. That they're gonna do something else. And Benzino and what's his Tatia, what they call her, Hothea. Them two, they wouldn't even answer the question, so it's apparent at that point they done contacted the lawyer about the fight, because a lot of the questions that the producer guy was asking them, they didn't want to answer. You know what I'm saying? The only time you don't want to answer no questions is because the lawyers done told you, don't answer no questions about that fight. You know what I mean? Just shut up.
Shut up.
So them having their little sit down, you know, towards the tail end of the episode was really come on now. That was a waste of time right there. They were just filling up the last 15-20 minutes of the show with that foolishness. They didn't even have to sit Benzino and the producer and Hothea down. I mean, really, we could have just watched Jocelyn and Stevie J the whole time.
Wish they had their own show now.
Right. So it don't matter. Enough of it anyway. On to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I definitely be tuning in to Ray J and Young Berg and Soulja Boy and Omarion and Young Fizz. I think it's gonna be. I think they finna get ATL a run for their money. They gonna try. Cause Hollywood ain't really had no show like that yet. You know what I'm saying? No ratchet show like that.
Wait a minute, they had what's the name? What's them little female? They were fighting like a fool.
The Bad Girl Club.
Yeah, I see.
But that was in different cities, I thought though.
ATL got them in the chokehold so bad. You got to show me.
ATL. Oh, they gonna show you. Cause they getting in the fights already, in the previews and everything. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We will be doing reviews of that, and it will premiere on Monday. This Monday. Other reality shows. Atlanta Exes is somewhat boring to me, but
Cougars.
But it's kind of needed. You know what I'm saying? It gives a balance to reality TV. You know what I'm saying? you see older women, you know what I mean, in their mid-30s to what, mid-40s or whatever, talking about lives with their exes and just trying to move on from that. And so you see everyday things that women go through and how, you know, people can create these sisterly bonds and help each other out with these whatever issues, you know, like Moneta issues with Neo and how she's ready to move on and how she can't you know, can no longer have kids and all that type of stuff. She got the snitch right after the 2 that she had, and yeah, so just watching her, you know what I'm saying, kind of struggle. That's kind of heartfelt. And then CeeLo, ex-wife.
Yeah.
CeeLo, she is pretty
Inside
for a tall, kind of thick chick. You know what I'm saying?
Inside and out, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she seems like a really nice lady. So it's good to see her kind of moving on and dating the little NFL or ex-NFL guy, whatever he does.
Because of him, rape man, shorty. Hey, put something in her drink and she ain't even know it.
Wow.
Cold, hey, we gonna go there with CeeLo.
You stupid.
Rape man, shorty.
Rape man, shorty. Shout out to CeeLo, man. He from the SWATs from the 8-Town. I remember when CeeLo tried to holler at my best friend in middle school.
Bruh.
Yeah, well, she was still my best friend going into high school too. But I remember when.
Did you choke her out?
I think they both went to Thera High School. No, he choked her out. He was just trying to holler. You know what I'm saying? I remember her telling the day she told me I was at her house, and she was like, I don't know why his ugly ass like me. And I was like, CeeLo.
Oh, you CeeLo did?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what we called him.
Oh, okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? That ain't what we called him in, what you call it? You know what I'm saying? Middle school, high school. But, but yeah, I was like, what? That ugly ass, little nigga, short ass. But hey, maybe you should have hollered at him good.
He would have put something in your drink good.
Right.
Hey, speaking of CeeLo, them get ready for the end of the month.
What they doing?
Okay, we might well call it.
Oh yeah, they probably
weekend.
gonna open up for him. You going, ain't you?
I'll be there Sunday night. Dang. With bells on, they say.
But make sure you record, you know what I'm saying?
Let me borrow your camera.
Yeah, no, you ain't taking my camera out there.
You know my phone. Let me borrow your phone, dude.
No.
You know my camera phone, you know that thing ragged.
You and
Hey, somebody send me a phone.
Please send him something to record with.
Hey, my phone just gone. You know what I'm saying? Only thing on it is
stats.
Film. Sit here in the phone,
Sit here in the phone. But yeah, so shout out to Outkast. They're going to be performing here in Atlanta. It's going to be a very, very big concert, kind of like a reunion for the hometown folks or whatever. It's going to be packed, so y'all better get there early. Try to get y'all a spot.
Right.
Because it's at Centennial, which I have no idea why it's there.
Wow, crazy.
But
sold out.
They probably could have went to inside Phillips Arena.
Georgia Dome.
Oh, the Georgia Dome, like that's so.
Georgia Dome.
Centennial.
It was a Georgia Dome concert.
It's gonna be unless I'm trying to figure out they gonna have screen, you know, like big screen billboard screens up for people who gonna be way down the street because they can't.
Which is me.
Now you get there early.
I ain't got no sit down seats.
But that whole area ain't sit down in front of it. You know what I'm saying? In front of that little.
It's gonna be ugly.
Amphitheater area, whatever. But it's gonna be crazy.
I'd be to talk about the promoter if it ain't, cause he wrong for Centennial.
Yeah, they wrong for Centennial. I can understand the atmosphere I guess they was trying to give it, but it's just too many. What is it? What I learned?